You don't cheat on it because you're committed. When you're with a certain young lady, you know, you're committed to her. You think about her. She thinks about you. We can't take a shower without thinking about each other. We're at work texting. And why? Because I like him. Why? Because I'm in love with her. Committed. But we're in a relationship with God and we're not committed to him. You're not committed enough to show up for Sunday school or Bible study. Let me tell you something. I'm going to talk about my folk. We are so not committed that we can't even show up at church on time. Amen, light. I know how many folk were here at 11 o'clock. Amen. Now, you committed to your job because you want to get a paycheck. You ought to be committed to God because you're trying to get to heaven. How do you just show up when you get ready? He woke you up this morning, clothes in your right mind, on time. But you say you're committed. Committed people demonstrate that you are committed. You show up when you're supposed to show up. You pay up when you're supposed to pay up. And you shut up when you're supposed to shut up. Amen. God didn't call but one pastor. Amen. He speaks to one person, the pastor. He is in charge. It's Clergy Appreciation Month. Show your pastor some love. You didn't even know it was his month. Committed. You're not committed to us. We don't get mad when you stop tithing and you steal from God. You're committed to God, not us. Committed. That's a dangerous word. Committed. Some of us need to recommit ourselves. Rededicate ourselves. Y'all have strayed away. God has been too good to us for us to live and act the way that we live. All right. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with sing. Committed. I don't have to beg you to stand up, clap your hand, open up your mouth. You're not committed to us. You're committed to here. I didn't wake you up. I didn't watch over you last night. You're not committed to me. You're committed to God. What is God looking for? Committed men and women, boys and girls, committed. Do what you're supposed to do. Be where you're supposed to be. Show up when you're supposed to show up. Why? Because I'm committed to God. Why? Because I'm in love with God. Why? Because I'm in a relationship with God. He expects for me to live and act a certain way. Why? Because I am committed. God, what are you looking for? We'll say, you know, as for me and my house, Pastor, we don't serve the Lord, but you come every Sunday by yourself and you leave all the rest of the folk at the house. You ask your children if they want to come to church. You want to go today? What? Where they do that at? Committed. The whole house had to get up and come to church. Amen. We were 19 and didn't have a choice in my mother's house. Sunday morning, everything in there went to church. Y'all leave more folk at home than you have on your road. Church would be packed if everybody was committed and brought your whole household to church. Amen. I'm in your business today. God, what are you looking for? Not only is God looking for committed men and women and boys and girls, but God is looking for people that are prayerful. What are you talking about, Pastor? I'm talking about people that pray all the time. 1 Thessalonians 5:17 said, pray all the time. Don't cease. Don't stop. And you wonder why the devil all in your stuff. You wonder why the devil all in your relationship, all on your job. You know why? Because you're not praying enough. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray to the Lord. That's the first prayer I learned. But when I started going to church and Sunday school and BTU and Vacation Bible School, then I learned, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be. But you know how I really learned to pray? Light taught me how to pray. When my back was against the wall, it wasn't my mother's prayers that saved me. I learned to pray for myself. I had my own war room experience to where I had to talk to God. Just a little talk with Jesus will make it what? Right. Enter into your secret closet. Some things you can't call and tell the pastor. Some things you don't want to share with anybody. There are some things that you just have to tell God. Ephesians 6:18 says, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit and watching. We don't want to watch. We don't want to pray unless we're in trouble. People standing in line today, all of those folk got doctor's appointments. I should have been in line. I got one too. And so we know we need to pray. I love the movie War Room. I was so messed up when I came out the theater. I didn't want anybody to see me crying and snot everywhere. I ran up out of there. I was so messed up I couldn't find my car when I got out. Because movies like War Room, it was a movie that reminded us how we fight every day against the devil. It was called War Room because, like the military, we should seek God for the right strategies before going into combat. Now we just want to get in combat and call God. Now before. I mean, the daily issues that we face in our culture every day, we ought to be prayed up, y'all. That film was released on August 28, 2015. It received generally negative reviews from the critics. Said it wasn't going to go anywhere. It wouldn't make any money. Well,